Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin, and we're back for Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 220, Banette. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. This you can decide to skip a little bit ahead, or it's kind of a decently long topic, so maybe it might take up half the episode. But if you don't mind, then keep listening. So it is by me, and it is about the game Ark Survival Evolved. And pretty much, it is what are your most memorable memories, good or bad, of the game Ark Survival Evolved? So for me, I'm gonna go with the good memories because I feel like if I start off with the bad memories, I'll just probably forget the good memories. It's kind of sad to say, but yeah, because that game, you just even if you have so many good recipes going and engrams, and you have like so many materials, and you think you won't die, and then something crazy happens. But I'll just stay with the good parts first. So most likely the most memorable memories, the good ones first. I would say they are mainly when I first just saw my first dinosaur or creature, just me personally playing through the game. And I think I remember the first one I saw was like a pterodactyl, and I was like, whoa, and I was like, I wonder if I can go get that. And I didn't really do much research back then, so I just wouldn't go over and try to hit it with my fist and see if I could knock it out. But right when I did that, it just flew away. So I was like, oh man, I can't get it. And I was like really disappointed. But then I further saw a dodo when I was like going into the further onto the land, just exploring, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can get this one. And then I knocked it out. But then I was like, okay, maybe if I keep punching it, then I'll be able to speed up the tame, because I didn't really know that much about taming. So then I was like, and then I killed it because it got too low of health because I kept punching it. I was like, oh no, I killed it. And then oh my gosh, yeah. Most times with those games, I just like try to go ahead without really not knowing much at first. But most games I've either just seen a series on or know a little bit about, and then I just go into it because I don't get it until like for a while, because I don't have any main way of making money, so I just can't get it straight away. While I wait, I just in my free time just look up the game, like with a let's play or just something like that. So anyway, so yeah, and then there's like plenty of other good memories, but I would say probably the best one was when I was had my full team of turtles. I had 4 of them, and they were like super high level, and I was so confident with them because they were able to kill so many strong things like a megalodon. What else? A Spinosaurus, actually. Yeah, and I'm very surprised they were able to do that. Probably because I have so much health and they were like teaming up on the Spinosaurus. But the most impressive thing that I've ever done with my turtles was able to take down a Brontosaurus, I'm pretty sure. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a huge, long-necked dinosaur. It's like the size of like a in-game mountains, and it is crazy. That thing has a lot of health, and when that thing swings its tail to attack, its attack range is so long because it has such a long tail. So you gotta like be smart and either be super tanky or just able to avoid the attacks by either being on a flying mount or just keep running away and shooting with arrows. That's like how I did it first. So yeah, but my turtles almost died. They all got to like 100 health each, and that's a lot because turtles normally have like at least 1,000 health, and that's like crazy. So I was able to like successfully do that, and it's funny because in the earlier versions of Ark Survival Evolved, And even just currently, when you kill a dinosaur, its body like freaks out sometimes. It does like a little it looks like it's in like space, and it just like floats for a few seconds while it gets like shot up while its limbs are like flinging around. Looks like silly putty. It's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, it's like the most memorable memory, I would say, that is pretty good, because being able to kill that thing and surviving, even though my turtles got pretty low health, it's pretty impressive. And that's just really awesome. So now into the bad memories. So with these ones, they just happen most of the time when I played it, and yeah, so I'm just gonna say them. So start off with the not so bad ones. So when I was just still starting out and I was getting everything ready, just collecting materials and all that, just to be able to try to get some tames, like mainly turtles, because they were like always my go-to tame, just because they have so much health, and if you get multiple of them, they're very helpful carrying your stuff. They're like pretty much mobile chests. But if you didn't know, in the game, if you have too much stuff on you or a mount, then they will move really slow. And for the human, like your character, you don't start out with that much weight. And there's a lot of stuff that can weigh a lot depending on what you have, like whether it be a lot of wood, thatch, stone, stuff like that, or just a bunch of the little things like berries or fiber or hide. So you gotta be careful about that, because if you don't have some place to store it, then you're gonna have to dump it or give it to someone else for playing with someone else. But that's the whole reason why I was making just a base in general, just so I can store all that stuff. And I was doing great, and it's still up, but the thing is, getting mass material collecting is very hard, because the area that I'm in currently, in that certain world, I just live in a pretty dangerous area where there can be raptors, and they can actually be, I forget what it's called, but they have like some kind of super boost. Oh wait, it's called Alpha. That's what it's called. So there's sometimes in that area, it's not super rare to find an Alpha dinosaur, like whether it be a raptor or even a T-Rex, to go as far. But yeah, I just like that area because I just thought it was nice for training for my turtles. But now I know it was a pretty big mistake, because I can't really go for too long without losing my turtles. And it's like, it sucks, because it doesn't take super long taming the turtles, but having them get all leveled up and then them dying and then them having stuff on them and then you can't collect it because that same thing that killed you and all of them is still there, like, really sucks. It makes progressing really difficult. But I'm just really confident in finishing that whenever the time comes when I play that again. I just don't play it by single player anymore, just for that exact reason. It's just not that fun single player playing that game, just straight up by myself. But hey, if I stream one time, and either if I get my own game console that has the game on it, or I just get the game myself on one of my brother's Xbox Ones, if they actually let me play it for, of course, and stream for an hour. But yeah, I guess I would play it for all of you, just because that's really the only time when I would do play single player on something like that. If I really don't want to do it normally, then I wouldn't mind doing that for y'all. But anyway, so yeah, so pretty much just when I was that's like one of the not as bad memories. But another one is where I'm just like first starting out, like I said, collecting my materials, and then when I'm just crossing rivers, just little parts of the water where you don't think anything bad's gonna happen, and then out of nowhere a bunch of piranhas just team up on you and murder you. And the worst thing about that is your stuff drops where you die, and you have to retrieve it by going there. I don't think there's any way you can just throw a hook in and just reel in your stuff, your body. I don't think you can do that. I think you literally have to go up to the spot, whether you kill all the things around it that are hostile, or you just somehow get lucky and run in and scoop up all your stuff. And even that is pretty risky, but yeah, it's like one of the worst memories for me personally playing through the game, because when you're starting early on and even later on, the freaking piranhas are always so difficult. I don't think no matter how high leveled you are, no matter how much armor you have, I'm pretty sure piranhas are always a super dangerous uh, threat, even in a pack. Just alone is annoying because they can keep moving around your character and attacking you while it's making it hard to kill them, and just in general for other dinosaurs to hit. Unless you have a dinosaur with like a huge attack range, you could swoop them up all at once, like the Brontosaurus. But even that, it's like a small area, so it'd be hard to have that. But anyway, so pretty much, yeah, just stuff like that. And another bad ocean encounter that I had, sometimes I go so far to hunt for turtles in the ocean, because sometimes I see them from far away using the, it's like a telescope, but I don't know what it's exactly called. I forget what it's called, but it's like a, I know how you craft it. You need a crystal, and you need I forget what it is. Oh wait, no, I don't think you need it. I don't know, but you can find it in the crates that drop from the sky if you're like high enough level most of the time. And I think it's called spyglass. That's what it's called. And it's like pretty much like a telescope, and it allows you to see from far away. So sometimes when I spot those certain mounts or just creatures, and I just want to either kill them or tame them, then I would just go for them. But especially it's dangerous in the ocean because there are so many things in the ocean. There are jellyfish that paralyze you if they actually touch you, and they kill you very fast because they inject a poison in you as well. And then there are sharks. What else? Of course, the piranhas, those are in the water, but those are usually just in rivers. Yeah, there's just, oh yeah, and, well, these are mostly not in oceans because they're just not ocean spawns, but, if you're like in a river, in a lake, there's sarcosauruses, which are pretty much huge alligators, crocodiles, prehistoric versions, of course, that's why they're huge. But, yeah, so pretty much those are like the worst, because when I'm just hunting and I think, oh, everything's all fine, I didn't see anything in my spyglass, and something out of nowhere just spawns from deep in the ocean and senses you all the way at the top and then murders you. And that's the worst. When you die in the ocean, your stuff, unless your body stays afloat, which it stays for a while, but it eventually decomposes, and the bag for your stuff drops, and even that eventually decomposes. And just, it's like a time, and then when that time runs out, it'll disappear. So with that, when it turns into the bag, I'm pretty sure it drops all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. And depending how deep the part you are at, even if it doesn't seem that deep, something can always just come out of nowhere and murder you. So personally, yeah, that's like probably my worst memory, aside from like getting, like I said, murdered in the area where I'm trying to collect supplies and then having wasted like an hour. So yeah. So anyway, this will be the last one for the episode. Alright. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you would be so kind to donate to my Patreon, it would be a real big help to me, to support me. And as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot, I mean, if you have money to spare to do it and you don't mind, then go ahead. The link is in the description down below. And I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.